Okay. Oh, whoops. Hang on a second. Okay. Thank you for the welcome back. For the record, it wasn't OBS's fault necessarily. Um, I tried to run Devil May Cry 5 like twice, and the computer itself got angry, and that is what caused that. So we got to see if it'll still work out. I would like it to. That'd be very nice. Uh, my computer has been hibernating a couple of times, so I put in my mind the possibility that like because of that, um, the stress that I might have been running under might have been causing problems. This is sometimes why I prefer, especially if my computer has been running weird in some aspects, it is usually a better idea for me to like don't get angry. Need okay, yeah, OBS. I need you to come over here, please. Thank you very much. We're gonna game capture. Devil May Cry 5. Let's see here. Controller display for the memes. We'll do controller display again for the memes, um, but we'll do a different controller type this time. If I can remember which one. Need the 8-bit dose. Thank you. This should do. Hide menu. Okay, good. And then y'all get to see these. All right. So yeah, this is my first time playing Devil May Cry 5. I haven't played a Devil May Cry game in depth before, but I have played a fair bit of Bayonetta. I think I finished the first game and at least played part of the second game. I have a bunch of DLC that came with the game when I purchased it. I now have playable. I now have playable Virgil. Oh yeah. Also, yes, this is T5's fault because he was like, "Hey, when you play Devil May Cry, make sure you have Virgil whenever you play Devil May Cry 5 because it's really cool." And when I was thinking about what game to play, um, after Lost Kingdoms, and I'm like, "Shit, I never decided it." I'm like, "Yeah, We might as well play Devil May Cry 5." I am doing my best, especially for Sunday streams, to make sure that we don't go like back to back into JRPGs. Sorry, not even just JRPGs, just RPGs in general. I like RPGs in general. We all know this, but we were playing custom Robo for 16 streams. That was a lot. The CIA made it up. Time is in fact not real like birds. I'll just leave it on Devil Hunter. I will leave auto assist off because I I'm picky. It's honestly good. I didn't play this game in 2020. People think it's bad now, but Virgil would have enjoyed my personality had played that in my late teens, early 20s. Hi, hello, I love Devil May Cry. Yeah, so unfortunately, because the stream crashed, we are gonna get ads in a little bit. Oh wait, shit, I forgot to say yes. Whatever. So I'm gonna leave us on the title screen for a little bit, just because I want ad. I'll put us on AFK probably until ads finish and then come back, because we shouldn't be going directly into those, unfortunately. So I'll sit and answer questions from chat till ads are done, and we'll go. Oh, have I played the other Devil May Cries? I honestly never asked. I have played a very little bit of I have played a very little bit of 3 and a little bit of 1. I mostly got into action games like this via Bayonetta. I don't want the opening video to play without people being able to see it. I think it's important I actually get to see it. But yeah, like this. So this is my first time streaming a Devil May Cry game. Not my first time playing one, but this will probably be the first one I ever finish. I have been thinking that if I go and play a version of Devil May Cry 3, I may want to do ones. I'm thinking about whether or not I want to do it with like styles unlocked. But let me just double check the options and make sure that we're good. All right, let's turn network. I'm not planning on playing with people, so let's turn that one off. All right, now that ads are over, let's watch the opening movie, and then I'll get us started. But yeah, in case anybody was in ads and didn't hear me answer T5's question, short answer is this is probably the first Devil May Cry game I'm going to finish. I played a little bit of Devil May Cry 3, and that's the majority of my experience with the franchise. Like maybe the first mission and change of Devil May Cry 3.
Surrounding cities have ceased to function as a result of the mysterious tree that apparently attacked the city approximately 1 month ago. In light of this incident, the government...
They're demons! I've seen them with my own eyes! Red Grave is completely taken over!
Let us pray for mercy. This is a trial from the heavens above.
Same crap, different day. So, tell me,
Tell you what,
how does it feel to be rescuing the guy that killed your father?
hey, I'm glad we're getting personal. Well, he abandoned my mother and I and left us for dead. So I feel nothing.
Well, he's not exactly going up for Father of the Year award now, is he?
He's research wasn't half bad. Came in handy. Mildly thankful for that.
They have to do that in here. It already smells like ass.
That's you.
Hey, Nico?
Don't lose your tits. I see him.
Hey, you have to hit every single bump in the road? Gonna ruin my groove.
Now. The music was playing diegetically for the first half of what they were saying, and then the second half, they turned it out. I could make it louder, but the game will literally overpower me. You probably go when you have a chance. Look up the opening video later, because if I adjust it over on this side, I guarantee you to make it loud enough for you to hear it properly. It's gonna blow you. It's gonna be loud. Not that they mix it badly, but just with the way that I have to try to tune it for stream and then try to talk over the stream, shenanigans will happen. So, to summarize what they were talking about, yeah, it'd be like launching an Arc Sys game. Summarize what they were talking about in the previous Devil May Cry game. Nero was introduced as a character. And one of the antagonists that he fought in that game was Nico's biological father. The guy was kind of a dickhead. We didn't know that he had a daughter until this game. And so basically, Nero was like... So, mind you, this guy's Nero. We're not playing as Virgil during this run. It's my first time playing the game. I don't want to play as Virgil until I've played it until I've already beaten it normally. So yeah, this is Nero. Nico, who he's traveling with, I believe it was in Devil May Cry 4 that Dante was the one who killed her bio dad And according to what she was saying, her bio dad is kind of just a piece of shit anyway. So let me make sure the subtitles are. Damn it! Well, good thing I made sure that they're on now. So they might be in the opening video, and it's just that because they were left off, we missed it. Yeah, Virgil. Okay, that cutscene plays in the game, but okay, good. So then, lol. Then we sat and watched it for. I guess we get to watch it again. Woo! Alright. I just literally didn't know who Nero or Virgil was. Nero is this guy. Virgil is Virgil. Dante and V will be introduced to while we're going. So, don't worry about it. The game will get there. Virgil, we will not. I can't say very much about him without getting into things that we shouldn't get into yet.
We've known each other a long time. You never had this much trouble. You gonna make it through this, Dante?
What am I doing wasting my time here? He's got this.
You should not underestimate this demon. After all, it was he who took your right arm and gained a great deal of power from it. I'm leaving. I suggest you do not fall behind.
Yeah. Okay, V. You're an interesting guy, but you're right. I've got a score to settle with that son of a bitch.
Also, hi, Base. I'm sorry I didn't say hello. You came in while the opening movie was playing, so I didn't want to interrupt it. I'll circle the moon, Jasmine. Hi, everybody. Welcome on in. I'm Jasmine Tree. My name is Sean. Call me that or SJ. I make games. I play games. Games make do, basically. And today, doing our first playthrough of Devil May Cry 5.
Dante.
Yeah.
Beaten all the modes already, but experiencing the damage. So we're doing thief mode. Okay. Interesting. So doing a jump, press a big jump. Okay. I've never been here before. Hi, Cackle. When a barrier blocks off your path, and this battle is going to take place to defeat all the enemies to do
I
that.
could take you with no arms.
red orbs, redstone of crystallized demon blood, exchange it for new weapons and skills, or use them for revival. Bet. Press and hold right bumper to lock on all the way. Okay. And then right bumper. Actually, is there a way? Because this is a thing that I do not like in video games like this. Back. PC options. I want to see one thing. Controls for keyboard. No, wait. Nah, go back. Okay. Do they not have hold? Is it? Yeah, for lock-on settings, for lock-ons like this, I don't like happening. I prefer being able to not having it as a hold. It's better as a toggle.
I trust you.
Although I don't think I finished games, so I might tip out and actually finish it. These games were better experience as a hold, you know? Yeah. As for what genre of game this is, because I know that Kettle was asking this before, this is what you would call a 3D action game or a character action game, depending on the circumstance. Yeah, some people say spectacle fighter. Press right bumper. Okay, so while you lock... While, I guess, locked on, do back and Y, then hold down Y to follow them there, and then that. Okay.
Demons helping each other out? That's where I'm coming to. Get out of my sight!
Green orb recovers vitality. Yeah, hack and slash also works.
Hey, thought you took off.
Do you not understand? We cannot hope to do this without you.
That's all right, superstar. Go on with your bad stuff. Go ahead. We got this.
Yeah, anybody from Jasmine's stream, if you need to go do other stuff or if you got a raid and run, I completely understand. Do what you need. I know the Jasmine normally goes get dinner after raiding me.
Hold on, Dante.
Thank you, T5. Oh shit! Sorry, I didn't mean to skip that. Hang on. My bad. I'm gonna run that back. I didn't mean to skip it. I wanted to pause. And because I was gonna pause the game and explain a fun fact, and I didn't realize I would skip it. So we gotta take it from the top. Sorry, forgive me. I didn't want to skip that. the thing I was going to say, just to give a couple fun facts. So this one we can skip because we've seen this one. I'm gonna skip stuff between things that we haven't, stuff that we've already done. I'll skip. The reason why I wanted to pause the game was to give a little bit of history about Devil May Cry. So the thing about Devil May Cry is that the first game was initially supposed to be a Resident Evil game, but they were having some issues with like just flow and feel,
Dante.
and things just weren't. The vibe wasn't vibing, right? And I forget the exact story as to whether or not this was when Hideki Kamiya was still working at Capcom. He has not done that for like a while. Don't ask him questions about Devil May Cry games past the first ones. He gets kind of annoyed by that. But yeah, the first Devil May Cry game was going to be a Resident Evil game. I think it was either by virtue of a glitch or something else happening that they found a way of like juggling enemies by accident while using a gun, and that is kind of what got the gravy train rolling.
Out of the way!
Yeah, and then that's pretty much literally how that got started. In particular, starting with the third game, and then
Trust you.
ending with this one. This is the most recent Devil May Cry game that has come out. Devil May Cry 3. So the first game was obviously our introduction to Dante as a character.
Humans helping each other out? What's the world coming
Out of the way!
I played Ari but loves
watch it tick
DMC.
off.
I'm very interested in seeing
Do
how
not
the series
understand.
is.
We cannot
I've seen my
help
next
you do
play
this without
through
you.
the remake of Resident Evil 4.
That's
but
alright, superstar.
an
Go on
observation I
with your
noticed
best.
when
Go
Devil May
ahead.
Cry
We
5
got
came out,
this.
people hated on the game until a few years in, and where opinions began changing. Yes, because gamers are fickle children and do not actually understand the things that they want or the things that they like. And they have a tendency to yap way too much instead of like actually playing the things that they like. Oh, a lot of people that played a lot of 4 and the engine changed a lot. Yeah. I remember people hating black-haired Dante. Okay, see, that's not Devil May Cry 4. Black-haired Dante is DMC Devil May Cry, which is Ninja Theory's attempt to reboot the Devil May Cry franchise. Yeah, black-haired Dante, that's not Devil May Cry 4. That's DMC. Different thing. Very, very different. Suffice it to say that, like, Ninja Theory, I'm trying not to be rude because I haven't played DMC Devil May Cry to make a judgment, particularly, but it says a lot that one of the most popular and enduring visions of that game was when somebody turned on one of the Spanish audio tracks and did what is probably what I'm going to say graciously as aged poorly sort of like series of telenovela jokes about how that entire thing shook out. And I'm gonna just leave it at that, because I have not played it in order to make a judgment. The most I'm going to say is that based on the things that I know about it and the way that it kind of turned out, Ninja Theory caught a lot of heat for the fact that they were being really try-hard about it. I'm going to put it like that. The Ninja Theory, deliberately, I have to say to a certain extent because on purpose, Ninja Theory very deliberately kind of threw out the elements of Devil May Cry that are meant to be campy. Because they thought they really and truly thought that, like, yeah, they're like, Devil May Cry has to evolve and, like, get X, Y, Z. So the most I'm going to say that I think is fair to say, based on what I know, is that they were really, really sweaty about it, and there are ways in which it rivals the kind of nonsense that Adi Shankar gets up to in the Devil May Cry animated series, the more recent one, in certain aspects, and I'm going to leave it at that. It also had no lock on until its special edition. Yeah, okay, that was a choice. Which I want to make clear, had no lock on. That was a decision that they made. Sure was. Sure was. Okay, right, the fun fact I meant to talk about before we got sidetracked by that stuff. So, fun fact. From Devil May Cry 3 up until this game, which is, at least at present, his last time voicing the character, Ruben Langdon was the voice of Dante from Devil May Cry 3, 4, 5. This is important because up until Street Fighter 6, Ruben Langdon had one other role that he is also famous for, aside from being Dante. And that is one Kenneth Ken Masters in Street Fighter. From Street Fighter 4 all the way through to Street Fighter 5, as well as many of Ken's other appearances in between those games. They switched to David Matranga for Street Fighter 6, likely because Ruben Langdon is... We're not discoursing it. The short answer is that Ruben Langdon never meet your heroes. I'm going to leave it at that. Meanwhile, since we know that Virgil is a character, the thing I'm going to say about Virgil, which is thankfully a lot less... Like I said, I can't get into his deal in this game without saying things that I really shouldn't yet. But Virgil is voiced by Daniel Southworth, more commonly known as... I can't remember the name of his character right now, but he's the Quantum Ranger in Power Rangers Time Force. And unlike Ruben Langdon, at least as far as I'm aware, he has behaved and generally not been a fucking weirdo. So he's chill. And then to round it all out, for our boy Nero here, we are 2 out of 3 on this now. Our boy Nero here is one of the most prolific English side voice actors in anime and to a certain extent video games. None other than Adam Park himself. For those of you who know Ball, you know, and if you don't know Adam Park, you may know Ichigo Kurosaki. Nero is voiced by none other than Johnny Young Bosch. So if at some point you go like, wait a minute, Nero sounds familiar, he's JYB. Alright. I'm taking my hands off the controller this time so I don't... Okay.
Hold on, Dante.
All right.
Looks like this won't be a total waste of time after all. Hey, jackass! Did your mother ever teach you it's not nice to steal? Sorry, Dante. I'm bagging this bitch.
Also, I saw a thing about the gun not doing a lot of damage. There's a reason for that. I'll talk about it later.
This is it! This is the end! It's all over!
Round 2.
Get her out of here! This is a bad move!
I can still fight!
Go! You're just dead weight!
Back up! Come on! Let go! We must leave here. It's far stronger than we ever could have imagined. That bastard called me dead weight, but he come all this way for nothing! Stop hitting yourself and think of ways to get stronger and actually help. If Dante loses, you're all that can defeat Urizen.
Is that what you call him?
Yes. Urizen, the Demon King. That's the name of the demon that took your arm.
The dead weight thing also becomes mimetic. It's one of the most enduring memes about this game.
What happened to Dante? Where's Dante?
He's buying time, but it doesn't look good.
This can't be happening. Dante lost.
Forget it. There's nothing we can do. We must go.
Okay, so probably if I hadn't gotten hit and stuff like that, I probably would have done better. Oh, and now we get the opening video, this time with subtitles. So I'm gonna let it play again. Because now that there are subtitles, y'all will be able to actually read. For those of you who couldn't hear what was going on, you'll actually be able to like see it. This is, I guess, what T5 meant. So now we have more context for this.
Redgrave and its surrounding cities have ceased to function as a result of the mysterious tree that apparently attacked the city approximately 1 month ago. In light of this incident, the government...
They're demons! I've seen them with my own eyes! Redgrave is completely taken over!
Let us pray for mercy. This is a trial from the heavens above.
Same crap, different day. So, tell me,
Tell you what,
how's it feel to be rescuing the guy that killed your father?
hey, I'm glad we're getting personal. Well, he abandoned my mother and I and left us for dead. So I feel nothing.
Well, he's not exactly going up for Father of the Year award now, is he?
His research wasn't half bad. Came in handy. Mildly thankful for that.
They have to do that in here. It already smells like gas.
That's you.
Hey, Nico?
Don't lose your tits. I see him.
Once more with clarity.
Hey, you have to hit every single bump in the road? Gonna ruin my groove.
So now we have proper context for that. Watch the side of the van, by the way, in case you didn't notice it the first time. Because I know that we watched the version of this without subtitles, mea culpa. If I'd known that it was going to play twice, I would have done that. This game does not promote the smoking or use the cigarettes. And then if you look carefully, Devil May Cry, and then the 5 is right there on the end as a sticker stamp. So the name of the song, if you look it up later, Cat Wizard, is Devil Trigger. So the joke in the stream title is bang, 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 pull my devil trigger, is basically the last line of the refrain.
What's happening? What's going on?
You look like you need a hug, but you're not gonna get one from me. Better get lost.
Hey, who are you? Hey, you're gonna get yourself killed!
Don't crap yourself. He likes to kill demon things. Let him do his thing.
You hear what I said, you dumb one-armed son of a bitch? You're gonna die!
Cheer up, crew cut. You taking notes? All right. Time to kick some ass.
Lighten up, food cut. It's one of the funniest lines in this game. I love it. The only way I might like Nero better is if we did give that man a hug. Okay, so let's talk for a second about guns, right? The reason why guns are kind of like a little bit of a soft touch in this game is that they were essentially meant to be, as far as I understand it with Devil May Cry, guns are usually meant to be like combo or juggle filler for when you can't reach people quickly. Mostly because Nero has his sword as well as Devil Breaker. So, as we see here, Devil Breaker is the last of kind of like our main set of actions. Whatever Devil Breaker I currently have equipped, Devil Breakers are meant to sort of be like my other major damage source aside from my sword. I use gun as filler or charged gun, as T5 is pointing out. A bit more output and extra damage. If necessary, I can do a break age with my Devil Breaker, but then that gets rid of it.
I've got some cleaning up to do.
Alright, so...
Get out of my sight!
Yeah, he's a real pro at smacking demons around. That's why I built him that well-functioning arm. To kick demon ass. Hey, Psycho! Watch the merchandise!
Hey, stop bitching and take cover.
Okay, so locking onto somebody while I have a Devil Breaker pulls them in, or if it's a heavy enemy, pulls them to me. And then breakaway is basically something like a burst option. Okay. This is going to be a lot to remember. I'm going to have to do my best. Okay. How do I make this? Oh, I have to press in. Shit. Gotta be careful about the breakage.
Get out of my sight!
Really getting the hang of this new toy.
Okay. Walk over to any Devil Breaker you find on your path, pick it up and equip it. You cannot pick up any new. Alright.
Nico leave this here? Sweet. What a mess. Why are they collecting human blood? It's not just about feeding. There's something else.
Oh yeah. So fun fact. Because I have some of the DLC, one of the Devil Breakers that I can find as I'm walking around is none other than the real Mega Buster. I can't pick this up. I can't pick this one up because I can only carry 3 Devil Breakers at a time. I guess I can sever. Yeah. Let me sever one, I guess.
Here comes another! Oh.
Nope, T5, you're gonna do it, don't say it. I just, let me vibe. Dang it, okay. Okay, fine. Fine. For anybody who doesn't get the joke, this is literally classic Mega Man's jumping pose. Whenever like classic Mega Man does a jump in the Mega Man games, he jumps like this. Be right back, smoke break. Okay.
What a lovely house plant. brought the marshmallows? Because I'm bringing the fire.
It's too late. That sword makes it easy, right?
Okay, already wrote them. That's why. Right? Okay, so while locked on.
Swing on it. Like that? Then have some more.
Oops, I severed it by accident.
They're everywhere. Makes me sick.
I meant to try to dodge.
I gave you that one. Damn it. Yeah. Pretty sturdy. Gotta be some spots that are softer.
Okay, you have to like actually.
Baby! Yeah! Mine now!
Hey, tough guy. That'll keep him, but not for long.
What do you mean?
Soldier Boy said city's gone to hell and back, taken over by the underworld. Not just here, but everywhere.
Yamato did this.
Why do I feel like your pet mechanic? Don't get used to it.
Nico, I showed you those order docs, so you still owe me, remember?
Hey, you two! Dinner's ready!
Be right there! Hey, why don't you go ahead? I'm gonna finish up here.
I'll try to save you some. Not.
You need something? What is it? You hungry? Well, you're in luck, pal, 'cause food's ready and Kitty A always makes too much. Hope you like loud talkers, too, 'cause got a pair of those upstairs. You see something you like? What the hell? You a demon?
Nero, the food's getting
Kitty, get back inside now!
I'm taking this back. I'm running out of time.
Wait!
I'll leave you alone for 2 minutes. What the hell happened?
In fairness, it wasn't Nero's fault. Also, fun fact, Kyrie, that you heard off screen, Stephanie Sheh. Or Hime for our
He's waiting
bleach
for us
heads.
up ahead. Try not to get us killed on the way there.
Huh. I was expecting I would have gotten worse than that. So yeah, as far as I understand it,
Power tank!
the ability that Nero's arm has to do like the snatching stuff was something that his arm
That's it.
did
No more wheels from here.
in Devil May Cry 4.
Alright, guess I'm walking.
Like the arm that y'all saw him lose.
Yo, yo, yo. Check it out.
What? And this is?
From Morrison. I think it's his manifesto.
It's been a good 30 years since I last wrote something like a letter. Don't have a typewriter or nothing, so unfortunately you're stuck with my shitty handwriting for now. I heard you're heading back to Belgrade. I wasn't sure what exactly I could do for you. Not a powerhouse like you or the sharpest knife in the drawer. Still, given my business, the least I can do is get you a few leads. Can't say exactly how useful they'll be to you, but hey, gotta be better than nothing, right? So, the first time I met Dante, he actually went by a different name. Tony Redgrave. That got your attention, huh? Tony Redgrave, Redgrave City? This a coincidence? Or something more? I honestly can't say. Still, figured if you're heading in that direction, you might be able to learn the truth yourself. That's why I decided to tell you everything about the Dante Island. It ain't every day I just give this stuff away, boy. Best be grateful.
Hey, we doing this or what?
I'm waiting on you. I'm cooking. Any special orders?
Later, kiddo.
Hey, I got a new arm for ya. You want the creme de la creme? Look no further.
Oh, we're just gonna get a whole stack of these, aren't
Like
we?
pasta, right? Try this baby on for size.
The Pasta Breaker is one of the DLC. Yeah, the Pasta Breaker is a DLC arm.
Here, for those hard-to-reach itches. Kyrie will love it. Catch my meaning?
Sweet surrender. No! Brother!
You
No.
want the creme de la creme? Look no further.
And then here's the Mega Buster. Alright, so acquire skill, apprentice items, change here to like a battle. Select the tabs. Alright, so try skills before that. And then replenish skill, and then replenish Devil Breakers, and then set up the equipment for here. And then orbs for that. Alright. Even I'm not locked up. I'm just trying to also get a feeling for how to make sure I can roll. Let's make sure I'm using the stick power is on. Okay, so I may not use table hopper that much. Sprint. Maybe. Blue orbs are tempting. Because I like the idea of having more health. But having more room for devil breakers feels like it's important. Let's do one of those. Okay, I see. Yeah, that. So why is his hand a demon, a sword, and a robot? Okay. So the short answer is that, at least according to Devil May Cry 4, so Devil May Cry 4 makes it very clear that Nero was born with his original devil arm, the Devil Bringer, and he was basically raised as an orphan by the church. Why he was born with that arm? It is assumed that he has some form of demonic ancestry. There were certain hints Um, if you know, you know from playing Devil May Cry 4. The reason why I'm being vague on purpose is because I know enough about this game to know that something comes up, but I don't want to get into too much detail so I don't spoil stuff. Um, Flip the switch on Sweet Surrender to make it vibrate. The massage function gradually. Okay, I see. So the pasta breaker lets you switch, sort of like lets you shuffle your. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Launch it as a rocket propelled projectile to attack enemies. While in flight, the remaining double breakers in your magazine change order, moving the next in line to the end of the magazine. So it shuffles it a little bit. Then the pasta mix basically turns into a time release bomb, and you get to move with your own permit. Sweet Surrender is basically for healing, it looks like, but also the masturbation jokes are not even remotely subtle. Oh my god. Ugh. Okay. So then the Mega Buster itself has an auto charge function, as opposed, and then I can use Mega Charge Shot, which will just blow it right up. I get it. Okay. So the trick mostly is that. So for stuff like that. Okay. The only thing that I think I'm still trying to figure out is why sometimes when I try to do a roll, sometimes I wonder why I get a jump instead. I think it just might be that I'm not locking on for long enough. It makes the song lyrics really awesome when you think about it. This too is on purpose, I'm sure. Knowing Capcom almost certainly, because when they're thinking about it, they actually give a shit about these things. I feel like Exceed 2 is something I definitely want. Max Act, I know I'll want at some point. Might as well try it. I know already? Damn. What do you mean? Fighting game where the people like 500%? Yeah. I imagine even if you're like, if I right, 1 2 1 2 1 2, it's sort of or nearly. You go. It's right, because you could go. Depending on when you have the feeling for it, you probably go like up, and go from there. Probably if you're really ready to like wild out, you could probably get charges off of every other hit. But I don't have the sicko timing just yet. See, I like fighting games and generally dislike rhythm and hack and slash. I'm pulling early. Ideally, you would do something. Okay, so let me think about how to actually fix the correct. Maybe that. Sit and let it rev a little bit. When I try to play Bayonetta, the game says when you turn off the going without combat, count for giant in the ass. So the thing is that like it feels like they're different. I'm gonna put it like this. As someone who has played enough action games and also played enough fighting games, it feels like they're materially different in action games because you have to pay more attention to your positioning along more axes, is the way that I'm going to put it, right? And that's why it can feel, especially in like character action games or hack and slash games, why it can feel really annoying. But mostly the trick is that like, and this is from someone who's played the tactical thinking and mind games that go along the long time. Yeah, the thing is mostly that the thing that you are thinking about when you're dealing with it in games like this, essentially you're thinking about ways to like bridge and improv what you're doing. Is the way that I'll phrase it. And that's the part that can be a little bit difficult. If you don't know the rules of the system that you're working with, you have a hard time and I'm just saying this more as like a general thing. You have a harder time sort of figuring out the specific things that you want to get done. So let's see here. Okay. So yeah, Shriek is basically Stinger, right? So I was really intimidated by the idea of playing these at all. I did, to be transparent. Yeah.
Get out of my sight!
And then you hold wide. Yeah, like a MAD is basically like you take it, an MAD is like you take your song of choice and you start doing some combo bullshit. Essentially speaking, it's like it's basically literally just like a combo video, except for this kind of game. I also didn't fight 1,000 Kasana styles and stacking up lots of small hits over time and winning a battle. Just attach me to a punch for sorta, right? Thing mostly is that like at least based on my experience with it, and this is the thing, right? It sort of depends on how you are thinking about it in the long term. I'm saying this mostly from my experience with Bayonetta. If you're not trying to sweat yourself in Bayonetta and go for like the best trophies for every level or things like that, the main key is that if you break your actions on a moment-to-moment level down into more discrete chunks, you can get away with that more frequently. So let's do... Let's take a little time. I think Streak and Split I definitely want. Speed, don't know if I want it. Save it for later. Cable Hopper is kind of... Yeah, my point is that combos are engaging, fundamentally not. Player, move on. Yeah, but that's fine. If you know that, then that's fine. I'm literally just talking about this from a high-level perspective. If it's not your thing, it's not your thing. I'm only talking about... I was only talking about it from the perspective of going into... But mentally, I have fighting games in a completely different category. Yeah, it's because I understand your point, but the main thing is that there are similar heuristics, and with Capcom action games in particular, there are certain heuristics that are similar because Capcom does both, right? So there are certain heuristics that are similar. It's just that the weighting is different depending on which one. Like, I can say off the top of my head, for example, that like the rhythm game example that T5 came up with is one reason why I'm at least relatively decent at Sekiro, is because to a certain extent with a lot of enemies in that game, the thing that you can do is we have two overtures. Let's put a Gear Bearer in. My nestmate is the Sekiro is actually Living Games has a Souls game. Yeah, very much true.
Oh yeah, good choice.
Because mainly the thing is that with Sekiro in particular, okay, they gave us one of everything anyway, so I'm gonna put a GPO1 in here and a Mega Blister. So yeah, with Sekiro in particular, the main reason why that's there is because with certain enemies especially, if you attack certain enemies, even when they're blocking, you can sort of entice a specific reaction out of them, which then, if you're controlling the pace of that, that means with that and a good sense of timing, you can essentially set up the conditions you need to do back and forth parries for a bit, and then break their posture and kick their shit in. Yeah, a lot of it is about Yeah, especially when you're the one on the offensive. If you're doing it carefully, you get to bait them out a lot. And otherwise kind of like take a shit on what it is that they're doing. With certain enemies, it's a lot harder. Like a well-timed perfect parry Street Fighter. Yeah, pretty much. At my peak of Sekiro, the first boss fight that I would say is normally unwinnable. At my peak in Sekiro, with the right skills, I could probably go out for like a while longer. Mostly because they sort of... What's the word I'm looking for here?
Need to catch up to V. Fast. What a mess.
Oh, damn. Yeah, like a lot of it becomes way... Hey man, your sword is melting, right? Okay. Right, don't pull left bumper unless I need to break the arm. That's gonna be the tricky part. Not so much that it's like, oh man, I'm scared of spending devil breakers. Because you do find them lying around. The length and variety of your combos determines that. Bet. Alright, that's
Out of the way! Out of the way!
okay. Starting to feel it out a little. Because that feels like that spot. I want to go over here. Give me more Rorbs. Give me the Rorbs. The rating names remind me of the kill streak callouts from Halo 3. Yeah. Gold Orb. Okay, so gold orbs for survival, green orbs for health. Oh yeah. If you were wondering where Nero's other devil breakers are, if you look carefully, he just wears them on his leg and just jams his arm in, pick them up. But yeah, I want to say, I don't know, I don't know, I want to say that even from the first game, Devil May Cry has had, like, name rankings for,
a city like this. There's something to this place.
for each rank that you have.
for me, huh?
Oops. This is satisfying. I'm very happy about this. I am doing my best to remind myself not to get super sweaty about trying to get like double S or triple S combos, especially because like I have not, for example, gotten used to even mentally accepting that I should occasionally break an arm. Like, keep in mind that, like, the overtures that I have right now, right? Like, I have not actually overloaded. I haven't deliberately overloaded a Devil Breaker yet. Oh, going over here. Outside, maybe? Nah, they wouldn't have led me up to the tower fast. I want to see a superhero movie about a guy whose powers that he always has dramatically appropriate background music playing, but is otherwise just a normal guy. Still have to do hero stuff.
Looks like I'm gonna make it there before you do, V. Trying to stop me? Oh, whatever shall I do? Yeah, I can make this work.
Larva that kills a demon tree and Nidhogg hatched. It feeds on weakened parts of the cliff off and destroying its internal structure. Okay.
Just hacked my way through. He doesn't seem like a demon to me. Wait, which way did I come from again?
Downstairs, silly. If you've lost your way, press and hold left stick to orient. Okay, over that way. That's fine. Yeah, just assuming human persons doesn't get his powers technically. Bureaucracy.
This again?
Okay, so we gotta find a Nidhogg actually. Hang on, I forgot how to. Okay, that's one. Okay, I see. I see. なるほど。そうだな。
That was the floor's fault.
Alright.
Not
And then
mine.
blue orb fragment. Get 4 of those. Get an extra health bar. Alright, bet. I return a second, third time. I survived ABG customer service. Actually, we good and easy once I got connected. Excellent. As you progress through missions, you will come across special patterns scrawled on part of the environment, such as walls and ground. Stand on the glowing point nearby and adjust your viewing angle to line it up correctly. Then you get to go to a secret mission. Alright. Where is the glowing point that y'all are? Oh. Okay. Okay, cool, cool. I'm gonna fuck it up. Yeah, I want to try it again. Because it's also what you said earlier about how guns use bridge combos. Yep, exactly. Much better. But yeah, base, that's pretty much it. And in Nero's case, right, the main thing that works well to his advantage is the fact that he has the ability to like snatch enemies by using his devil breakers anyway. So that can also be another way of like extending combos and snatching people. And the guns repeated hit. Yeah, exactly. So if you know when to charge and how.
Now make the whip! Getting really sick of this stupid tree.
Whoa, brother!
Oh man, getting sick of this. Not gonna lie, this new arm is pretty sweet.
Speaking of sweet, and even the motion it makes is, oh my god. I feel really bad for all the people who live in here when the demons came in. Yeah.
Guess the phone still works.
Took you long enough, dumbass. What happened to the third ring rule?
Tell you what, you call me from now on, and I'll hustle on over.
And it's the... And it's the...
Hey, ya.
Alright. Yeah, that's good. Then I should ease up, because I am now out of orbs. Okay, cool. So you basically just move in the same direction for a little while and you automatically pick up speed. Excellent.
Somebody call a doctor?
I wasn't expecting any survivors.
Sorry to disappoint you. Hey, you happen to see a guy around here? About this big, uses a cane? I was supposed to meet him. Did you snack on him?
Your blood is a very precious sacrifice. Eating you would do me no good. I must have every last drop to rule the underworld as king.
King? You? I don't know. I mean, you're a big guy and all, but you seem more like a knuckle-scrapping fart in the wind than anything else. No offense.
Do you know who I am? I shall show you the wrath of the mighty Goliath.
Cool trick! Hey, do you do parties? Yeah, maybe I will. Sorry I'm about to kill you.
I probably shouldn't have severed that there. That might have been a bad call.
It's your grave. Yak it up all you want. Garbage now? Got some weird taste. Says a mere demon. How about we wrap this up?
Oops. I forgot about my gun the whole time, and I severed at least several devil breakers by accident because I keep forgetting lock on his right bumper.
I curse my stars in bit of grief and woe. That made my love so high, and me so low. Little wanderer, I thee home.
Thought I was gonna have to pick you out of his, tummy teeth.
Pardon my delay. I was catching up on some reading.
Yeah, looks like a real page turner. So, you think Dante's still in there?
If Urizen defeated him, then I expect he's not much more than Glyphod pollen by now.
A what?
Glyphod. It's a tree that grows in the underworld. It thrives on human blood, and those whose blood it sucks, well, let's just say they don't turn out too well.
Well, in any case, we need to find out. If Dante's alive, we'll save him. If not, we don't.
Wait. First, we need to exterminate some Glyphod roots.
V, what the hell are you?
I know, I'm late. Shut it! The roads were all clogged. Hey, you must be V, huh? Hey, you're gonna get that? Ding, 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 right by your feet. Woo-wee! I'm gonna make something amazing out of this.
Did you just sniff that? Do you have any idea where that's been?
Up your butt?
Focus on the mission.
Right, bet.
I think we should split into two groups.
And cover more ground. Good idea.
Behold, my genius. Cash first.
All the materials I collected for your little pet projects don't count for anything.
My brilliant badass work is worth every dime, you know it.
Well, your quality control sucks ass, and you know that.
Or maybe don't let the demon smack you around so much.
Whatever.
I am truly gifted. It's a work of art.
Oh, so you're an artist now, huh?
Yes, I am. Got any questions, little chicken? My grandmother was called the 45 caliber virtuoso, legendary gunsmith. I hope to be like her someday, an artist and a lethal artisan. Everything I create is art, whether it's a gun or a steel pot to cook birds in. Any more questions? Huh? Little chickie.
I'll take my leave now. And if I don't see you along the way, I'll see you at the bottom of the Glyphod.
Sure. What are you gonna do?
I gotta shake the cobwebs out. I'll let you know. Hey, you got any more questions? Better ask it now. I can't read minds. Ooh, well, yeah. Hey, I got a new arm for you. A masterpiece. One of my finest.
Offering powerful strikes and flying rocket punches and can even mount it to move around. Bad range, but superior pierce. Alright, I see. Enemy staff. Table hopper, I don't know if I'm going to use that very often, but wire snatch 2 I know is going to be more useful at some point. Alright, makes sense.
Out of the way! Get out of my sight!
So it's usually a good idea to play for biting and do one notch, but yeah. Basically the trick is, if for at least for Nero in particular, doing like all of Nero's really wacky bullshit is and probably what I should have done if I felt more comfortable, but I think I wanted to get used to what it was like overall. The thing that you probably, if you like max act, is basically how you wind up. So let's take a look at it, right? So I think, so yeah, usually it's a good idea to like to rev it up beforehand. But the idea is that with max act in particular, once you have all of the other exceed levels unlocked, right? If your timing is good, you can basically get max act and immediately be ready to just kind of like shit on people's day from there. Might as well learn Table Hopper. It may be useful later. And then Wire Snatch 3 will be much later. So yeah, basically, and this is what T5 was kind of alluding to earlier, where like, if you are a certain type of like rhythm,
All right, move out.
Pico, then you more or less can like rev things up.
So much for teamwork.
You can rev things up with a pretty good tempo and kind of just kick the shit out of enemies that way.
Use the wire hook to your advantage, unless you want to stretch your arm out.
Think I'll handle the closer one first. Gotta start somewhere.
We're gonna go for 3 hours tonight. Especially since, like, you know, stream, like, burp exploded while we were trying to get started earlier today. I meant 3 out of 4 blue orb fragments. So one more. I might have run a whole circle.
So this Clyfot. Screw it. We're taking this fucking thing down.
Okay,
Great. Now the roots are in my way.
be thou pondering thy orbs. Given half the chance, yes. I also gotta try to keep an eye out for secret mission points. So I'm gonna try not to be sweaty and try to find everything all at once.
These roots have to be coming from somewhere.
Well, it's probably my work. I worked hard to grow mine and getting my money's worth there.
Get out of my sight!
I spy with my little eye.
Yeah!
I'm gonna use the laser punches on the Guerrera. I have to be a little more circumspect in terms of how I aim it and stuff like that, or I'm gonna miss stuff. Okay, makes sense. You just have that. Fuck.
Bingo.
Take. Yeah, better to make sure I have a Mega Buster or something. Oh, I see. So then whenever it fills up like that, that's when I know. Excellent. Thank you so much for the follow. We do keep our follow alerts anonymous so that people can follow and lurk as they see fit. Welcome on into the Gage Gang. I hope you enjoy your stay. I see here. Okay, interesting. No, I don't think this is one of those. Jessica, fuck?
You want me to follow you? No way, asshole. You bring that shit to me.
Okay. So basically, the big red fist is a rocket shoryuken if you breaker it. Got it. And I got the one I spent back. Yeah, yeah. I guess the interesting thing, because I'm thinking about this now, and I'm thinking about the use of like devil breakers in contrast or in comparison to like weapons in Breath of the Wild, right? Because normally, right, like breakable weapon type shit in most circumstances, like I hate that normally, right? I think what helps with devil breakers is that like obviously this is an action game. Breath of the Wild is also an action game, but is meant to be more of like into action RPG territory, right? So if you're breaking weapons in Breath of the Wild, then aside from like your bombs, which you have infinite use of, you have to get a lot more creative in terms of like, if I had air hike here, I could have just done a double jump on this end and gotten this. Otherwise, I have to just jump straight across. I want my rorbs. But yeah, like with the devil breakers in particular, because you obviously there's an element of caution that you have to take, and that you don't know which ones you're bound to find during a mission. It's just that one, huh? Attack com, you little scamps. While you don't know what devil breakers you're likely to find in a given mission, right? It looks like it's kind of like a scramble between all of the ones that you already have unlocked, at least, right? At least knowing that you can find some as you're going gives you a little comfort.
Without strength, you can't protect anything. I know that. go.
You know I got you covered, asshole.
Fucking. Nico, what the actual fuck? Literally just like, lol, okay, I'll just come in through the top. She delivers, she serves. Yeah. So then, Max Act, I think, is next. I'm gonna save up a bit, pick up a Max Act. Pick up Max Act so that at least I have it as an option for blowing people the fuck up. And then we go from there.
No chit-chat or monologue? Just getting right to the point, huh?
Hochi!
Steam. Something different about it.
Oh, I must have gotten hit.
doesn't look good.
Okay, I see it.
Stop.
All right, all right.
So annoying. How about
Brother! It had lady inside of it? Yo. Ah.
Dante's friend?
It's Lady.
You know her?
From my gunsmith days.
What?
I can't believe you do this to Kyrie. I'm gonna have to tell her, man. I'm joking. Hey, loosen up your jockstrap.
Haha.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Chicka bow wow, chicka bow wow.
So, Lady was the
kill me right now.
secondary protagonist in Devil May Cry 3. Dante basically knew her when she was much younger. It's not her original name. It's the name that she goes by now. Her birth name she gave up basically before the events of Devil May Cry 3 in order to become a demon hunter. And now for someone completely different.
So, V, you think this kid can kill Urizen?
One can only hope. But for now, we have a more pressing engagement.
Vitality and orbs help carry over, but I have to get skills separately for V. Alright, cool. Okay. So probably they want me to make sure that I actually like play him before they let me customize other stuff, which is fair.
We have a minor errand before we reach Urizen.
Oh, genius says be careful. Yeah, no shit, Shirley. Ain't that right, V? I mean, you are fragile at the moment. Wouldn't take much to wipe you out in a sticky situation. I'm just saying that running away is okay. It's always okay to run away if you're not up for it.
He who desires but act not breeds pestilence. So it is written.
Okay, Shakespeare. Just remember this. You and I like to exist, so get rid of those demons quick, cause killing them ain't my stick. I got your back. Cause dying is whack. Leave the ones around you to the big fat kid.
Gouge him.
Gotta land the final blow, B. You know we can't kill demons.
Pin to the wall. Rest in peace. Slice. Pardon me. The end is now. Slice him. Pierce through him. Return it to the underworld.
Okay. Starring 24-hour. Huh? Interesting. I guess when that prompt comes up, it's an indication. If I was in online mode, it would have been an indication that somebody might have linked with me. Huh. Interesting. I see. Okay. I'm starting to see it. So basically, what's its face? My long range option is the health bar on the farthest left. And my close range option is the one white orb. I get up to recover some of my double trigger gauge. Alright. doesn't know their shapes. They don't. Ah, I see. So V has has essentially air hike and a hover by default, in addition to the funny looking wall jump sort of thing. Alright, bet. Okay, can't go this way? Okay. Landing blows on enemies taking damage will fill the double trigger gauge. If it's at 3 or higher, then less off the card.
The end is now. Gouge him. Rest in peace. The wall. Pin him to the wall. Right. Slice him. Gouge him.
So V's dodge lets him kind of reposition Shadow a lot closer to him so that he can more easily.
This bridge looks unstable. At your pleasure. Pin him to the wall.
Gold orb. Gimme, 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 gimme. Give me the gold. Give me the gorb. As much as I would like to hope I will never need a gold orb, I am perfectly aware of the fact that I might at some point.
I will not allow him to gain any more power.
V's gameplay looks super fun. I never saw anybody complain about it either. Yeah. Whoa.
Slice him. What you sow.
You get a bird, a cat, and a golem friend. Couldn't be any better than that. I agree. Okay, cool. And then orbs are okay. So orbs are for health, Orbs are for buying stuff. Warbs are for to regain Devil Trigger gauge, and then Forbs are to increase its length if you get 4 of them. Okay, so if I use left trigger, I can burn a little Devil Trigger.
This is the end. Gouge it. Here, now. Go ahead. The end is now. What a nice... Prepare. At your pleasure. At your pleasure. Go ahead.
Welcome back, Cat Wizard.
Retreat. Come back. This is your misery. Slice. Die.
Kill list. Let you move B after you finish it. Okay, bullet. Ah, okay.
So... Human blood is the source of his strength. I must cut off his supply. Slice him. So, prepare. Gouge. Right. Settle back.
so. Right. Erase wall. Pardon me.
Nice, Heavy. Yeah, I see. Essentially speaking, in certain aspects, if I was to draw like Nier Automata, it's just like a casual comparison. If Nero is if Nero is 2B, B is like not is 9S.
At your pleasure.
Not 100% because Nier Automata is not as there's certain differences in how it kind of approaches.
What you sow. This is the
certain aspects of how the characters work, I think, but
reap what you sow. Come back. Away now. Reap what you sow. At your pleasure. Period. Here now. Here throne. Yeah. Here throne. Rest in peace. Go ahead. This is your misery. Return. Pin him to the wall. Gouge him. The end is now. A phone. I wonder if I can reach that woman.
they all have such stylish ways of putting in coins.
Come
too.
meet me. I'm at...
Yeah. Keep your panties on. I see ya already. Be right there. Aya.
Hmm. Interesting. Still want to save more for Nero. So I may regret not buying anything for V just yet, but I would like to. I gotta save orbs for.
Yo, you just here to window shop?
Well, I can spend at least a couple, but I want to be careful how many I spend. We'll go with at least those two just to start. Keep it light.
Needhog. I never liked this guy.
You test. I know you.
Dumb as a box of rocks. Let's not even mess with this guy, V. He can't even leave the Clyphod anyway. Just a Clyphod parasite.
Did you insult me?
Uh-oh.
You insult me.
I think he hurt me. And he's angry!
Not in this lifetime. As the air to a bird, or the sea to a fish, so is contempt to the contemptible.
Okay, B.
If the fool would persist in his folly, he would become wise.
Meaning, don't try to say too much, shithead!
I have to keep going.
die. Settle back. So. Right. Here's the roll. Gouging.
Ooh, this is nasty. Ooh, magic pixel. Not ideal.
The cutworm forgives the plow. What do you say?
We'll see. I had to burn a Goldie. Come back. I don't know if that counts as if I lose my bonus for that. Because that's I think the tricky part with V. You get a lot more space control as long as you are careful.
Okay,
But
alright,
if
that's
you're not
good at all, that's not good. Well, hey, wait, where are you going? Are you running away? That's not a good sign.
I'm afraid then that's a little bit more than I can take on right now.
Get out of me!
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I ate a penalty because I had to use a Goldie. That is what it is. Alright, it's 317. Yeah, basically the trade-off is that because of how his minions work, you know, space and rage control are very
We made
good.
it. It's our lucky day, V. Let's go find a game of cards.
These Glyphot roots.
Yeah, the Goldie seems worth it. They're so close to dead.
Well,
Yeah,
we are underground.
spending reds would have been worse.
Then I guess we have some clearing up to do.
And me without my gardening shears.
Alright. Well, we are at a bit over 3 hours. So I'm gonna call stream here. At least for today. So we'll go back to the main menu for now. So yeah, thank y'all for hanging. I like Devil May Cry. Game's cool. Um, thank y'all for coming by. Deeply appreciate it. All right, I restarted my computer so we don't have any music. Um, I'm gonna find us somebody to go hang out with, and then we'll go from there. Here are the usual spots. Links to find me at. Things to know about the game studio that I helped co-found and the game that we're working on. The Discord for the stream community, if you're interested. Keep in mind that basically we resort to the most old-fashioned of tactics to keep bots out, which means that you have to read the rules document and then message an actual moderator to get in. So that's myself or Syntiac. If you see, so yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I was just letting people know how to get into the Discord, Sin. I was just letting people know how to get into the Discord. The whole thing about like, yeah. As for who we're gonna go hang out with, let me go see. So yeah, Devil May Cry 5. I think we're gonna keep it up for a good couple of next streams. Based on what I was thinking about doing. Let's go bother T5. I think since he was kind enough to come stop by, let's go bother T5 in exchange when we go raid. I am thinking that after we are done with Devil May Cry 5, probably the next game on the docket is an older game that I have not played myself, but that I am interested in trying out. So after Devil May Cry 5, once we finished at least like the Dante Nero V, the main story, the next game that we'll do for Sundays after that, unless I change my mind, it's going to be Shadow Hearts, which was a PS2 horror RPG that had 2 other sequels. But I haven't played the first Shadow Hearts before. I read up on it. I basically know like the high points of I know the high points of that story and more or less how it and Covenant, the sequel, go. The direct sequel, anyway. And then From the New World is the third one. I don't know if we will play all of them on stream. I think I want to see how we feel about the first Shadow Hearts. I can tell you that the first Shadow Hearts does have a really wicked first battle theme that I like a lot. It's very cool. So, as for who we're going to go hang out with, like I said earlier, hang on a second. Why can I not see their stream? Thank you. So we're going to go hang out with the homie T5. Again, it was thanks to him largely that we wound up playing Devil May Cry 5 tonight anyway. So we're going to go hang out with him anyway. So here's our raid message. Currently, it looks like he's playing some Final Fight 3, possibly without microphone. It seems like. So it might just be quiet time murder stream. But that's all I got. So thank y'all. Stay safe, wash your hands, wear a mask if you go outside, be excellent to each other. We're not the bigots, racist, turfs, sexist, anti-queer folks, or fascists. Remember, Black Lives Matter, trans rights are human rights, reproductive rights are human rights, Palestine, Sudan, the Congo, New Caledonia, and Haiti must all be free. None of us are free to all. take care of each other, look after each other, do all the little things you can. You don't have to do a lot, just enough. All right, y'all. That's all I got. Let's go hang out with T5. I'll catch y'all later. Till next time. Deuces.